What's up, everyone? From fights to tantrums to tears, this season has seen it all. Plus, a shock veto winner sends shockwaves into the Big Brother community. We've got so much to talk about, so welcome to your live feed update. Right before we get started, folks, I would appreciate it if y'all could hit the subscribe button. It would mean so much to me, because we did hit a big milestone actually yesterday that I'm going to talk about very soon. But please hit the subscribe button. It takes all of 0.2 seconds. And listen, if you need any Big Brother information or you've missed out on anything and you just want to know what's going on, this is the place to be. You can stop by once a day for 10 minutes. That's it, or 5. You know, if you just need like the brief updates, just here it is. All your Big Brother updates can be right here, so click the subscribe button and also help me beat the YouTube algorithm by clicking the like button. It takes all of 0.2 seconds to do so, so click. I know you all like the Tom ASMR section. I feel weird doing it, but click the like button. Question of the day now, folks, and it's a goodie. It's going to be a chance for y'all to let me know all your opinions, because y'all came through on opinions yesterday, and I'm hoping y'all will come through again today. Okay, so as of right now, who do you think will not make jury? If you had to bet on one person in the whole house, who is most likely to not make jury out of everybody? I think I know what people's answer is going to be, but I might see some differentiation in those answers. I know what the safe answer is. I'm interested if somebody can give me a bit of a risky answer and it might pay off. But who do you not think will make jury? Jumping right into the veto results. Or shall we say something first? Yeah, we'll say something first. Folks, thank you. You've got the channel to a total of 5 million views. 5 million. That hasn't sunk in yet. 5 million. 5 million. Not 1,000, not 500,000. 5 million. Thank you so freaking much. Thank you. Ugh, thank you so much. Let's do some veto results. Folks, Chelsea's the head of household, if y'all didn't know. But if you've been following, you will know. Plus, come on, this is a spoiler channel. And she obviously nominated for eviction Angela, Lisa, and Kenny. The winner of the power of veto is... it's Kenny. Brooklyn and Joseph were also playing alongside. But Kenny won the power of veto. He is the last person I think all of us thought would win it, because he kept saying, I want to quit. I hope I don't win the power. He said verbatim, I hope I don't win the power of veto today. And then the feeds came back, and there was the necklace around Kenny's neck and on his chest. He had won the power of veto. So, whether or not it's tactics or not, I don't think it is. All I can say is, congratulations, Kenny. Well done on winning the power of veto. That's going to leave Angela and Lisa on side the block alongside Chelsea's replacement nominee, which we'll get onto a bit shortly. And then, of course, we have the AI arena that's going to come up. But it keeps things fresh, doesn't it? This is 2 weeks in a row now where a nominee has won the POV. Somebody's going to be replaced. It's exciting, all right? It's exciting. I like it a lot. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this week plays out. Let's dig a bit deeper on some stuff that happened yesterday. So, I'm going to do the best thing I can to explain this, because production have started to cut the live feeds whenever Angela gets into maybe a little conflict with somebody, or something starts to brew, or maybe Angela starts to have a bit of a meltdown or whatever. They've started to cut the live feeds. Why do I think it's the case? I have undoubtedly have I have no doubts in my mind that it's because there are people complaining, saying that Angela's a bully, Angela's this, Angela's that. I gave my opinion on this stuff yesterday. I don't think Angela's a bully. We've seen real bullying in Big Brother over the years. We've seen it on 15, we've seen it on 21, you know, we've seen it on 24, and what Angela did, Angela's just an unhinged, messy player. And people complaining and saying she should be removed and that she's a bully and all that kind of stuff. And Matt's absolutely fine. He's taking it all in jest. He's he's done crazy eye pictures with his mom that he's put on Instagram and social media and all that kind of stuff. Matt has not viewed it as bullying at all. The rest of the house hasn't. Angela's just a messy house guest. If anything, maybe slightly unpleasant, but is she a bully? No. I really don't think she is. But because a lot of people have found themselves complaining about Angela, production are having to cut away from Angela just so it doesn't become a whole thing on social media or wherever, because otherwise, and to me this is, to be quite frank, this is sad, but this to me, I believe, is where Big Brother is headed, where no matter what, people are going to try and find something to complain about, so eventually they will remove the live feeds altogether, because it'll get to a point where no matter what you do, people won't be happy. And the only reason I'm saying this is because I find it very different, because we've seen real bullying, against Taylor, and then we think about 21 where we saw it against Ovi and Nicole Anthony, and hell, I mean, 15 was, need I say more? But to have, a messy house guest coming down the stairs going crazy eyes, if anything, she's making herself look like a fool. It's, I don't know. But there's a reason why production continues to cut away from Angela every single time she's on camera, and that's because if people see Angela get into an argument with anyone, immediately people online are going to go, she's a bully, she's mean, she's horrible, she's the worst person that's ever been on Big Brother. There's no nuance in my mind, and while I can appreciate people not liking Angela, I totally get that. I totally get that. I think calling her a bully is a little bit of a stretch. We might not agree on that, but that's my take, and unfortunately, I'm just going off the facts. CBS have started to retaliate to that, and they are showing less of Angela on the live feeds because people are complaining, and she's done nothing to breach the guidelines. She's done nothing as bad as anyone has done, like Rachel Riley or Evil Dick or anyone over the years. I'm sure if a lot of people can't handle Angela, then you'd probably have a concussion if you watched season 8 or any of the seasons Rachel Riley was on. Things were heated. Evil Dick in season 8, for those who haven't seen, at one point he poured a whole ass pitcher drink over someone's head in the kitchen. And spoiler alert, he made it to the end and he won, and he's one of the most loved players of all time. And people can't take Angela walking down the stairs saying crazy eyes to someone. It's unfortunately, it's where Big Brother is headed, where they're going to remove the live feeds eventually if this pattern continues. Reality TV breeds drama, and if you can't take drama, then it's probably not the show for you. Because and it's tough, because I know I'm going to get backlash from some people saying that I'm not being fair, but I'm genuinely, hand on heart right now, I'm trying to keep this as balanced as possible, if y'all can't tell. And people who've known me for a while on this channel will know I always try and keep this as nuanced as possible. But at the end of the day, I always get down to the facts. And the facts are, right now, CBS are starting to gatekeep what they show of Angela because of people complaining about things that aren't necessarily even true. There's not much more to say on it than that, but I think it's time CBS just showed everything, because that's the nature of the show as well. It's Big Brother, Big Brother goes way back to, 1984, George Orwell. Big Brother is watching, and it's about constantly being watching, people observing, and also it's a social game. It's a social, not just a game, but a social experiment. That's what Big Brother is at its heart. And if we're picking and choosing what we show, it doesn't really become a social experiment anymore. It just becomes a fairy tale or a bedtime story, if you're just picking the parts that you want to show. But yeah, it's definitely a deep talking point, and this is probably the longest segment I've done all season right now. I'm noticing on the record there, this is I'm 6 minutes into this segment right now, and I think it's a very important talking point, because if we flash forward a few years and we don't have live feeds anymore, I think a lot of us will be looking back to moments like this going, man, we had it good. We had it good, and you know what? It wasn't that bad, And I don't know. We saw what happened with Big Brother Canada. Let's not let history repeat itself. Yeah. I'd love to hear everybody's thoughts, though, in the comment section below. If we can do our best to be cordial with one another and respectful, just because we don't agree doesn't mean we have to scream at one another. We've all got our opinions, and we don't need to name call because someone's got a different opinion, And I know people are going to go now, oh, it's what Angela gets to name call. It's a reality TV show. It's not real life, okay? If you want to call someone crazy eyes on a reality TV show, you're hardly a James Bond villain, You're just somebody who is creating for entertaining TV and is once again on a reality television show. So we couldn't get all the context on all the Angela stuff yesterday because the feeds kept cutting, but it seemed like she got into it with a few people. She did have a breakdown at one point. She was crying her eyes out. Chemo gave her a big hug. This was only at one point that we saw of. But it seems like whatever happened yesterday, it seems like whatever it was, it sealed the deal. And to those of you who do want Angela removed, you're not going to get her removed because she hasn't bullied anyone, but she will probably be evicted this week. Kenny, of course, will use the veto on himself. Chelsea's got to make the replacement nominee. Tucker has volunteered as a pawn. Will he go up? I don't know. Chelsea's starting to worry about Leah and Cam getting quite close. We don't want another showman and those kind of ideas, so maybe she'll put Leah up. Cam voted out Matt, so doesn't make sense to put him up. Leah didn't vote out Matt. Leah voted out Kenny, so therefore, because she's not with the house or wasn't with the house on the vote, it makes it easier to put her up on the block. So I would expect to see Leah or Tucker put up on the block alongside, but I believe they'll be safe. But we have the AI Arena to play things out. If Angela wins AI Arena, she stays, then probably Lisa goes home. If Lisa wins AI Arena, Angela probably goes home. But again, we saw last week the person who ended up on the block as the replacement nominee was the one who ended up going home. There are still multiple days, there's still more than half a week until the eviction. Talks can happen, twists can happen, things can change, and everything goes the way we didn't think so. And that's why the show always reminds us to expect the unexpected. That is all of your live feed updates for today, folks. I thoroughly hope you enjoyed watching. Definitely a deep topic today that kind of dug into more than just the show. It kind of broke the fourth wall a bit in the essence that how production plays a key pivotal part in the viewing experience. It's always important to talk about. So yeah, a lot of food for thought today, a lot of stuff to take in, a lot of stuff to think about and reflect on. But I hope at the core of this all you enjoyed getting the news and hearing what I had to say, and listen, I don't hate you if you've got a different opinion to me, and that's just life, isn't it? We're all not going to agree on certain things, but I'm just simply going off the results of what has happened on social media and how that has bled into our viewing of the show, or more so, lack of viewing. But anyways, I hope everybody's having a great weekend or has had a great weekend. I am in a very good mood. I mean, the Marvel nerd inside of me is over the moon because they've just announced that Robert Downey Jr. is coming back to the MCU and he's going to be playing Doctor Doom in the next Avengers movies, which has me so excited. So I'm going to be in Marvel mode for the rest of today. As soon as I've done editing and uploading, I am opening up a comic book and I am going to chill the hell out. I can't wait. But anyways, folks, I appreciate so many of you watching. It means the world to me. Thank you for your continued support and thank you for 5 million views. Let's go. Thank you. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're all staying safe, staying positive, and staying healthy out there. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all of that wonderful stuff. But until your next live feed update, I've been your host, Tom Vasey. Good night.